Gerhard Haumer established his studio Atelier Haumer in 2014, and he cooperated on this project together with two younger architects who met on Technische Universität Wien, and they will be the ones who will present the project today in following presentation.
Yeah, we're gonna present to you the 52 KUBIK. It's a nursery garden. It's an office building in Vienna, and it's a cooperation with the Atelier Haumer. This is the entrance of the lot in front. You can see the entrance in the office building. It's a nursery garden. It's an office building for the nursery garden. The building is complete made of wood. The sustainability of the building was very important because it was a nursery garden. So the material wood was the main material in the whole building. The first floor, the ground floor of the building has 3 directions. So you can, it's like a circle, it's like you have that star-shaped ground floor, which opens up to 3 sides, and it opens into the nursery garden. So you always have the view into different kind of trees, and the corners between the openings are cladded with a mirror facade, so you reflect the garden as well, and you have a stage. The owner has a stage for his plants to show, which we'll see in next. And in the ground floor there are the office. There are 4 places, and the infrastructure. And in the first floor there is the space for the chef, for the boss, and there is also a small bedroom with a small bathroom, because sometimes the owner is very early in the morning in the office, so he has a chance to be in the bedroom and in the bathroom. These are the thing about the mirror and the 3 corners. That's the stage for his show plants. And the thing about the building is also that there is no direction. So the people who comes to the nursery garden, there is no one entrance in the building. You have three chances to go in the building, because there is no direction from this building, and so it's possible to go inside the building from 3 directions. On this photo you can see the 2 different materials. About the ground floor is with the mirrors, so you can see the garden, the trees, the plants from the nursery garden. And in the second floor and the first floor, you can see the wood material, the material who's made the whole building. Yeah, a big thing about this building was low tech. So we try to use as less electronics and smart home as possible. It's as easy as switch the light on only with a switch and turn it off again. We don't have an air conditioning system. We do it by natural ventilation, right? So you open the window, you close the window. So in using that technique, we saved a lot of money and kept it like a really simple structure. So we have the basement made out of concrete. Then we have the wooden structure. We show the wood on the ceilings, for example. So you actually see the raw material, the constructions that holds the building. And so we try to keep it as simple as possible. As you see on this picture, it's almost completely made out of wood. And then we have this built-in cupboards, which creates a really clean, how should I say, a really clean room, and the owner is the one who brings life and action into it.
Yeah, on this picture you can see the raw material, the wall, only the timber without any add-on, and also the ceiling is quite the raw material.
You see the between the stair and the hallway there. You actually see the CLT as a wall. Also, you can see on top of the stairs, you can see the roof, the ceiling, the lines of the CLT. So we left it as raw as possible and are showing that as well.
The only thing, and on the left side you can see the mirror of the facade, and in the ground floor the mirror of the nature, of the landscape from the garden. Just the one thing we don't do the wood as contrast.
Well, in total, we used 52 cubic of wood as material, which means it contains about 20,000 cubic CO2, which captures the oxygen you need to breathe for 100 years. So that calculation is it's the name giver of the project, right? So the mass we used on this project is the name of it.
So thank you very much for the presentation. It was really interesting to hear about some office building with such a good quality environment and so thought through. I would like to ask maybe a little bit more about the structure. You mentioned CLT. Is it completely CLT, or is there some other material involved in main structure?
No, it's not completely CLT. It's a Holzständerwand. We would have to look up the word for it. Like so you have
the construction and the isolation,
columns, and between columns made out of wood. Could you look up? So you have the columns. In between, it's insulated with recycled paper.
Okay, so it's kind of framing, let's say.
Yeah, it's a wooden framework, right? Let's call it that. Yeah, and it's insulated with recycled paper, and then the ceilings is CLT.
Okay.
And is a CLT with on the top are
it's a green rooftop.
Okay.
What we did with the inner layer, the innerest layer, is we pigmented it white because the wood has it's gonna turn, it's gonna colorize and it's gonna turn yellow now.
Yeah, during the thanks to UV rays, let's say, it's that with sun and UV rays, it gets yellowish. Yeah, I understand. What about the internal environment? Because it's such a big topic, especially now that people where we are living or working is important to have good conditions. You mentioned it. Can you maybe a little bit talk about it more, like why this office building is so much better or different than the others from this environmental point of view, like to work in? Like, is it because you said it's low tech, so this means that there is no air conditioning and so on? But what's the thing? It's the wood, or what's the other features, like why the inside environment is good for work?
Yeah, the views out of the building are very important, because the places, the office, the places where they work, you can see in the garden. So if
So you played a little bit with psychology, let's say, that it's not only about that you have some air condition, but if you have nice views, good enough of light.
We do have air conditioning. That was maybe wrong in the presentation. We don't have a controlled ventilation.
Okay, so no recuperation, or how it's called. Yeah.
For the summer, we have a air conditioning system. We have the walls are. They're quite wide, so we have a really good insulation for starters. Mm-hmm. What makes it special is the open ground floor, and what the feedback we get from people going into that building is that for an office building, the use of wood makes it homely and makes it really warm. So it's like it's for an office building, it's really nice to be in there. So it's almost more like it's more like a living room.
Mm-hmm. For the client, for the owner of this building, Howard, the first floor is like a living room. He works in a living room because sometimes 10-12 hours he is in this room. So it's very important that that's not only a desk.
Mm-hmm. What's the feedback of the client? Is he happy after some time he's spending there?
He wanted an add-on in the back of his lot. So yeah, he's very happy.
Yeah, it's a client from my father, and he do a lot of things for him, and that's not the only building.
Is it? It helps. Do you think that the timber or wood can also help concentration for to bring better concentration for people if you work in?
Maybe. Hopefully.
The right answer was yes. Yes. Sorry, I didn't want to put answers in your mouth.
Yeah, maybe. I think not the wood, maybe, but the landscape and the view out of the building. I think that is very important.
Mm-hmm. And maybe my last question, my favorite question, and I think there is never enough good answers. Why wood, actually? Because you are using it also in your practice more often, as I know. So why wood, generally?
The client was an owner from a nursery garden. So trees, plants, wood was the main material also for the owner, for the client, and so this was a connection between the owner, the material, and our architecture.
And for us, it's a sustainable material. So it grows back. And for as for the construction side, it's so nice to work with wood because you can be so precise. Like it comes from a CNC, and as I said, you can be really precise, and you don't bring water into your construction site.
Mhm.
So you can go really far and detailed into the planning already, and it's prefabricated, so you can plan ahead.
Mhm.
Quite.
Because this also it was very important for the owner, the time, the building time of this object. So
Because it was running business, I guess it was like in the middle of.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I think that's enough for us now. And again, it was nice. It was a pleasure to welcome you at least like this. I hope one day we will meet in Prague for some lecture or whatever. And thank you very much.